Hi, this is Jack Godfrey, and today we're doing Intermediate Qigong. And we're focusing on the Dao Yin series today. And we'll see how far we get, because there's quite a few movements in the Dao Yin series. But we're going to start with, as we usually do in these classes, with our standing posture to begin with. However, as part of that, we're going to pull down the heavens 3 times. So it's inhale, you turn to your right, gather the chi from the earth, look over your shoulder, reach up, stretch up to the heavens, and then turn to the opposite side, looking over the opposite shoulder, and then coming back to the center. We bring the arms down. We do this 3 times, so twice more. So inhale, turn to the side, reach up, push the middle fingers up to the heavens, and then we come down. Last one. So inhale, gather the chi from the earth. And we gather it down from the heavens and bring it in to the brass basin. And next is, well, we're going to be standing like a tree since this is springtime. Now you want to have the feet just a little bit wider. So typically we're working on the narrow stance, or standing in Wuji. And for standing like a tree, you want to have the feet just a touch wider. And the feet more or less parallel. You want the knees slightly bent. You want the belly button pulled in. And so now, move into the small triangle, the front of the foot. Big toe, little toe, and the ball joint. So the weight's on the front of the feet, but the heel's still on the ground. Drift back into the heels. Keep the toes on the ground this time. And now, big toe, little toe, and the heel. This is the large triangle. So in a lot of movements in Qigong, you're going to be shifting your weight into your toes, onto the small triangle, or back into the heels, onto the large triangle. So we review this as part of every class that we start. Now, working into our standing pose for spring, which is standing like a tree. So we start with inhale, we come forward onto the small triangle. Exhale, we come back onto the large triangle. And now let's put the weight equally between large triangle, small triangle. Bend the knees just a little bit, so the knees are soft, is what it's known as. Grab the hips, thumbs to the back. Push down with the thumbs and draw the tailbone into the body. Pull the belly button in. Lift the ribs, creating some space in the abdomen. Now, bring the elbows by the side. Take the hands out to the side and bring the elbows towards each other behind the back. So what this is doing is opening up the top of the chest here, and we're bringing the bottom of the shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the chin. Gaze to the horizon. Lift the top of the head to the heavens, so we're making the torso nice and long here. And now we establish the branches of the tree. So bring the arms out. You want the hands forward a little bit, so that the hands are more or less in line with the big toes. And you want to have the middle finger more or less above the big toe. The center of the palm in line with the eyes. Again, this is all approximate stuff. You need to be close, and that's good enough. And now, inhale, we drift forward onto the small triangle. And then exhale, we drift back onto the large triangle. So inhale, you draw the chi up through the soles of the feet, up the inside of the legs. And then exhale, we send it down the outside of the legs. So inhale for a count of 4. So you want to breathe in for 4 seconds. And then exhale for 4 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And you let the arms relax as we come on down. And now we're going to move into some warm-up movements before we get into the Dao Yin series. So we're starting with shaking the 9 gates. So you want to go back into the narrow stance here. So shaking the 9 gates, your hands are wet. Shake the water off your hands so you get the elbows, the wrists, and the shoulders moving. And then we add in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. We give a twist as we look over our shoulder. So inhale, we're here. And exhale, we look over the opposite side. Again, we're breathing in for 4, and we're breathing out for 4. And we'll do this once more on each side. So inhale. Sorry, that was inhale here. Exhale. And we come back to the front. And your hands should have a bit of color in them. There's some tingling going on. And that's what we're looking to do, is bringing the qi to the extremities. So warming up the hands and the feet, cooling down the head. And now we move on to standing like on a boat. So it's inhale, you drift forward, we lift the ribs, we lift the chin, we lift the gaze, we lift the arms. And then exhale, you let the arms come down. So we have a dragon's back here where we stretch the front of the body. And a turtle back where we stretch the back of the body. So inhale, pull the tailbone up the back, lift the chin, lift the ribs. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in, drop the chin, drop the ribs. We're on the small triangle. We're on the large triangle. Again, breathing for 4. So it's inhale for a count of 4 seconds. Exhale for a count of 4 seconds. And we'll do 2 more of these. Last one. So what we're looking to do here is warming up the muscles in the body, getting them ready for the main event, which is the Dao Yin series. So we're going to be working now on, continue working on warming up the muscles in the torso and in the legs. So this one is Dragon Shakes Whiskers. But again, we want to be in a slightly wider stance here. And so for this guy, we start here. So you turn to the side, bring the hands over here, and we come around like this. And so you're tapping both sides of the hips. One hand around the back, one hand from the front. And we come to the opposite side. And now you come up to the shoulders. And what you're looking to do is turn the head and look at the same spot behind you. So you come low and we come high. And we do once more on each side. And the hands come down. And now the next one we're going to do is crescent moon. And so for this guy, you put a hand on your liver. We reach out to the side, so it's inhale here. And then exhale, we're stretching the side of the body as we look to the upper hand. And then we come down. And we come over here. So inhale, exhale, So you're looking to get a stretch from the ankle all the way up to the fingertips along the side of the body. So this is exhale here. So inhale, exhale. And we'll do one more on each side. So this is one of them. And this is the other one. And we come on down. So now we're going to start the Dao Yin series. But before we move into that, we'll pull down the heavens 3 times. So it's inhale, gather the chi from the earth. Bring it down from the heavens and in to the brass basin. All right, so the first movement in the Dao Yin series is called swimming snake. Now, these movements you want to do, like once, 3 times, 5 times, 7 times, 9 times. You're always looking to do an odd number and do roughly the same amount each time. So in the interest of getting through all this material before my time runs out, we're going to focus on 3 times or less. So swimming snake. You have a hand here, a light palm at the top of the hips, or up here by the ribs, somewhere in this area. The other hand here at the sternum. And what happens is we come up, we circle the head, we push up, drawing the fingers down, turn to the side, we bend over, reach down to the earth, and this is a snake swimming in the sea, and we come up to the chin as we push down. The other hand comes around, comes up, we turn to the side. So inhaling, exhale, inhale. And now, next is hawk lands on a rock. So for this guy, with the feet are still in that narrow stance, and we come forward like this. So you bring the back of the hands towards each other, and then we come back. Sorry. So it's 1, 2, 3, and now we keep the chin lifted. And so 1, 2, 3, and now we go here. 1, 2, 3. Last one. So, hawk lands on a rock. Next one is tiger wags tail. So for this guy, you bring the hands up overhead. Light fists here, so the hands are closed, just beside each other. And you pull the belly button in, keep the chin lifted. We fold forward. Bring the hands to the feet. Then come up to the knees. Come both hands to one foot. Both hands to the other foot. Both hands to the earth, then come up to the knees. And now you drop the shoulder, turn the head, and let the hips swing. So we go 1, 2, 3. 5. And back to the earth. And we come up. So, tiger wags tail. So here we go. Inhale. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, we come up. And again. And that was tiger wags tail. The next one is scholar opens the scroll. And this is very similar. It's almost identical to the one in the golden chi ball, which is called roll the heavens. So we're here. And for this one, the hand, you take the pulse briefly as you bring the hands up, the other hand down, draw the fingertips towards each other. Top hand points across the body. Bottom hand points forward, and you look to the upper hand, you shift the weight, and you push up. Big stretch through the side. Inhale, we're here. Exhale, we go to the opposite side. So inhale. Exhale. So you touch the wrist in passing, top hand pushes up, stretching the shoulder, bottom hand pushes down, lowering the shoulder. You look to the upper hand, all the weight's on this leg here. We come back together. And we're going to do once more on each side. Last side coming up. And we come on down. So, monkey lifts the cauldron is the next one here. And you might find it beneficial to have the feet just a little bit wider. So, monkey lifts the cauldron. We're going to be doing a whole lot of dragon's back, turtle back here. And so we start with gathering the steam in from the cauldron into the body. And we do this 3 times. And the third one, we come up here, you reach down under the cauldron with the chin lifted, tailbone lifted. You bring the cauldron up and we toss it behind. So 1, 2, 3. Come up and down. We come on up over the head. So in. So 1, 2, 3, and we come up. Last one of these. So it's inhaling. And we come on down. Bring the feet back to this narrow stance. Well, now we move on to extend the waist to view the moon. So in this one, you want to be in a wider stance here. So this is horse stance. Or if you want, again, depending on what's going on with your legs, you want to have a wide stance here. And so for extend the waist, view the moon, I'm turning towards this tree here, so all the weight's over here, and you take the arm that's closest to the tree and put it behind the back. The other one, you reach like this. So we're getting a good twist in the body. And then we come across here, we come on up, we come down like this, and the hands change. So once again, a big twist in the spine. We reach over here. We reach up to the heavens. And we come across here. So we'll do this 3 times. So this is once. And this is the second one. And the third one. And there we go. So the next one in the series is swallow returns to the nest. And so for this guy, you have 2 swallows. They're flying around together and one of them needs a break, so it goes to the nest. So it goes like this. So here are the 2 swallows up overhead and they're flying around. And this guy decides he needs a break and the other one continues flying on by himself. And then they come together again and we go up. And once again, we're here, we come around. Last cycle. And there we are. So that was swallow returns to the nest. So the next one is cat gazes at the moon. And so for this one, we're still in our horse riding stance, but now we're going to be bent over. And so you bring the hands to the knees, and we're going to just stretch the back a little bit here first. So you tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. So this is a turtle back here. Then we lift up into a cat back, not cat back, dragon's back, and then a turtle back. Now we come to a neutral position here, so we're looking down to the earth. And the cat gazes at the moon. You want to shift, so you're putting more weight on this leg. You're reaching down for the ankle. You're turning the head, and you're looking up to the heavens. So it's inhale, we come here. And exhale, we shift over here, turn the head, and we look up to the heavens. So inhaling. Exhale. So we'll do once more each side, starting here. And we come on up. And now you bring the feet back together, because now we're moving on to another set where the feet are in a different position. So the next one is elbow pushing in goose stance. So I'm going to do it going straight ahead to begin with, and then I'm going to do it to the side. So you take this foot, you turn it to the side a little bit, you step forward, but you take this foot and you turn the heel inwards. So the toes are pointing out, the back foot, the toes are pointing over this way, and you want to keep equal weight on both feet here. And now, elbow pushing. So this is setting up the torso, or not the torso, the legs. And now we do the next bit. The leg that's forward, make a light fist and hold the arm about shoulder height. Cover the fist, elbows up, and we push, we turn, and we look behind us. So this is the elbow pushing part. This is goose stance, elbow pushing and goose stance, so we do it 3 times. You're turning the right way when you're closing the qua. So this is the qua here. And when we turn this way, the legs are coming together and we're compressing this area. And so in these twisted stances, this is how you know you're going the right way. So if I was doing this, everything's opening up and the knees are wanting to twist. This is bad news. You're here, and you turn into the front leg. This binds up, increasing stability, and as well the knees are all happy about this. And we give a good twist to the spine. So now we'll do a few of these. So this foot slightly to the side, step forward, a comfortable distance, equal weight on the front foot, the back foot. We come here and we push. So you go 1, 2, 3, and we step back. This foot turn to the side a little bit. This one, twist it. Again, pushing into the heels of both feet. You don't want to fall on your head. So we're here like this. So you cover the fist, the elbows are up, inhale here, and then exhale. We step back. And now I'm going to do it looking to the side here. So this foot's turned, this one's like this, hand here, and we go 1, 2, 3. And now the other side. Turn this foot so you're pointing off this way. Take a step, twisted stance. So toes are pointing this way. And we're here, and you turn into that front leg. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do one more set. Last one. All right, so that was elbow pushing and goose stance. The next one is raise the flag. Same setup with the legs, although this time you want to put more weight in the back leg, because the raising the flag business, so you're here like this, you're here like this, and now this is the flag. And you bend forward, push into that back heel, pull the belly button in, and we raise the flag up. And you come back up. And you do it 3 times. And then you come back. Now what happens if you don't put enough weight in your back leg is that you're going to end up falling on your head. So you want to make sure that you ground that back heel. You keep the weight in that back leg. So we're setting up here in twisted stance or goose stance once again. Leg that's forward. That hand's on the shoulder. This arm is up. Bend forward. And we sweep once, twice, 3 times. And we're good to go on the other side. So once again, it's the same setup for the legs as in the previous one. Twisted stance, goose stance. We're here. And you turn into that front leg. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the other side once more. Push into the back heel. We're here. Bend over. And we come on up. And now we come forward here. So the next one, so that was raising the flag. Now is general removes his boots. So we're back in horse stance here. And so the general has long boots on. They're about here. And so you got to push these boots off. And so we get the legs set up here. Pull the belly button in. So it's inhale. You come up. And then you open the hands, bring the elbows together. So this is monkey offers fruit, monkey serves fruit. You push the boot down. And then we come up. And you push the boot down. We come up. Now the leg that you just pushed the boot down, you turn, you go into bow stance here. Lower the hips, twist the body. And you want to get the shoulders one above the other. We come up. And we're back here again, so general removes boots. You start with the leg that you just twisted on. So we go down here. We come down here. And now we move into bow stance on this side. Shoulders one above the other. And we come back to the front. So that was one. Back to horse stance. And we come here. Last cycle. Last side. And we're done with that one. So the next one is, so that was general removes boots. Next it's chop the tree. So we're still in horse stance here. And so for this one, we start here with a hand just in front of the sternum. The other hand out here. So both hands are pointing up to the heavens. The hand that's furthest away chops the tree. There's a tree directly behind you, and you swing around and you hit the tree, and you look at the hand that's hitting the tree. You come back to the front, change hands, chop the tree on the other side, and now you bend over and you hit the ribs once, twice, 3 times. You come up holding the ball. The hand that's on top is far away. Chop the tree. Chop the tree. 1, 2, 3. Hold the ball. Chop the tree. So we go once, twice, 1, 2, 3. We're here. We go once, twice, and then bend over. 1, 2, 3. Hold the ball. Last cycle. Last side. And there we go. So that was chop the tree, split the clouds. Next one is monkey dances in the clouds. And so for this one, we start in, well, we're here in horse stance, but we move into bow stance. And we reach forward here. So you put this hand behind the back. Yep. And this hand is here. And then what we do is we come across like this. We switch, we pierce, we twist like this. Top arm goes on here. Bottom hand is reaching out. And then we come here, monkey offers fruit. We come across here, we come up, pierce, twist. Top arms here, bottom hands here. And then we come down. We come up. And we twist. And And we'll do once more on each side. Last side. And we come on up. Monkey dances in the clouds. Old man rows a boat. So once again, we're in horse stance. And the hands come up. You bring this hand down to the hip. This hand reaches. So we're getting a good twist here. We scoop and we push. Come on up. Down to the hip. Reach. Stretch, push. Bring the hands up. Hand to the hip. Reach to one wall. Push to the other wall. And we'll do once more. Each side. All right, so that's that one. The next one is butterfly lands on the sand. So for this one, we're going to be stepping out to the corners here and doing a whole lot of shifting of weight. So to begin with, we're here and we put the weight on this leg, we point with this foot here, and so you do a C-stepping here. And so right now we're just focusing on the legs. You step back, you put the weight on this back leg so I can turn this guy. Put the weight here, turn this one. We step forward. And then we come back, all the weight's here, fix this foot, so we can step forward. So it's important with all these foot movements to make sure the weight's in the right place and that you get the toes pointing in the direction that you're going to be traveling so you don't twist your knees or screw up some other part of your legs. So now we add the arms to this. So this is butterfly lands on the sand. So we're going to go this way first. So turn, put the foot down, shift the weight. You do a C-step, you come forward, and then the arms come like this. And then you pull the foot back. Turn this foot. Turn this foot. We step forward. We pull back. Weights here. Feet. Feet. We step forward. We come back. Once more, each side. Last side. And there we go. Butterfly lands on the sand. Crane stands on one leg. So for this one, it's a crane, so we're standing on one leg. And you're doing whatever you need to do. So if your balance is a little issue today, you can keep your toe on the floor, you can put here, you can do whatever you need to do to keep your balance. At the same time, the crane spreads his wings in some fashion. So you can come up like this, and so you can bring the fingertips and the thumbs together and hold the arms out here, palms up, palms forward, palms out. Many different ways you can do the hands. We're going to do this 3 times, which means we do each leg 3 times. So we start here, put all the weight on this leg. Dot the toe if you need to, or bring the hands up. So we come here, and I'm pushing palms up. And then we bring the hands down, and we do palms up with this leg down. So inhale, exhale. And we come on down. And now I'm going to do crane's beak with the hands. So all the weight on this leg, lift this leg up. We come here, and we lift. And the other leg. So you shift the weight, all the weight on this leg, dot the toe, bring the hands up with crane's beak hands here. And last one on each side. So we're back to all the weight on this leg. And now we're going to push the palms out. And that's my 3 repeats. Well, we'll do one more. So here we go. And last one. Okay, and the next one is tree pose. And there's a tree pose in the yoga tradition, but this one is different. This is more of a twisted tree pose. It requires a fair bit of balance and flexibility. So to begin with, I'm going to do a gentler version, supposedly. So all the weight on this leg. You bring this one up, you grab a hold of the knee, and you twist to the side, and we hang out here. And you try and keep your balance. And then we get to do the other side. All the weight on this leg. And this hand out to the side or on the hip. We grab here. And we're looking to twist. So look over the shoulder. And once more on the other side. And the final side. So that's tree pose. The last movement in the series is a scorpion. And so this I'm going to show from the side, And so what we're doing here is you put all the weight on this leg. So you want to ground down. You want to make sure you're on the large triangle. So equal weight on the heels and the toes. Pull the belly button in and bend forward. Bring the arms out here and then lift the leg. And you're looking to get the torso parallel to the floor. And my balance isn't so good today. And so I'm going to use the wall as an assist here. And so we're here, you reach forward, and you lower down, and we hang out here. And you come up. And of course you're doing that without holding the wall when your balance is good, but mine's not that great today. And we do the other leg. And we come on back up. We'll do once more on each side. So here we go. Other side. And we come on down. And so that was scorpion pose. If you need to use the wall to help out, well, that's how you do it. And we do the best we can. So that turns out to be the last movement in the Dao Yin series. So we'll pull down the heavens 3 times to wrap this series up. And now we'll move into our wrap-up for today's class, and this is the 5 directions. So you want to be in the stacking of the bone stance, like so, or maybe a little bit wider in horse stance, whichever you are comfortable with. So the 5 directions are forward, backwards, to the left side, to the right side, and then to the center. So we'll start here. So it's inhale, and this is all done to a count of 4. So inhale, exhale, inhale, 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 both arms. Exhale. Now you watch the hands as they come up and down. Watch the hand as it goes out to the side, up and down to the hip. Watch the other hand come up and down to the hip. And then both hands. Watch them both if you can. So inhale for a count of 4. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 4 as we come down to the center. And now we exhale for 8. So about 4 here. And 4 down here. So inhale. And there we go. And that's it for today. So thank you very much for coming, folks.